in such a way as it became a weapon in the Cold War. Rational argument was fruitless.
What my father understood about groups is that they are manipulable, they're malleable, and that you can tap into their deepest desires or their deepest fears and use that to your own purposes.
As a layperson, perhaps you can enlighten me. What therapeutic effect would the type of experiment that I just described have on a patient?
Well, the therapeutic effect would be indirect.
Was this patient aware that she was being given LSD?
Yes, I mean, they were told that they would be given some medications, and they should have...
Specifically LSD?
Well, we told them, I don't think that they would have even known what LSD was then at the time. They were told that they would be given some medications which might make them feel worse.
Dr. Monroe, what do you think the Army Chemical Corps was looking for in all of this testing?
They were looking for an incapacitating agent.
Hypnosis, isolation, and deprivation of sleep. Army documents obtained by ABC News refer to this interrogation as conventional. Despite this severe questioning, Army intelligence was getting nowhere with Thornwell, and it was decided to slip him LSD. By far, the most chilling experiments we have uncovered took place at this Gothic estate known as Ravenscrag, halfway up Mount Royal in Montreal. It now houses the Allen Memorial Institute of Psychiatry of McGill University. It was here that the CIA funded a series of experiments, severe experiments, the details of which have never been made public. A joint investigation by John Marks and ABC News finds that this was the closest experimentation to brainwashing that has yet been disclosed. The work was done by the Institute's then director, Dr. Ewan Cameron.
I had several sensations. I was a squirrel in a cage. I was Alice who'd taken the wrong pill and suddenly grown very small, and I couldn't get off the bed, and what was I going to do? How was I going to get the pill that would make me larger again? And at least once, and sometimes 3 times a week. So Dr. Cameron came in the morning and administered the drug, and we were off. And then the drug began to take hold very rapidly because it was an IV injection. And I thought, what in hell is that?
The work of this man, CIA Chief Psychologist John Gittinger, that will provide a significant breakthrough. He devised a personality assessment system that comes close to being able to predict how humans will behave.
What exactly is the personality assessment system you devised?
It's really a descriptive system, an attempt to try to describe personality in a relatively systematic way so that hopefully you can get some kind of an idea to predict what is the behavior between different kinds of individuals. Obviously, in intelligence work, like anything else, there is a considerable amount of sizing up. So we experimented with all kinds of ideas about what one should look for to try to see whether or not this could give us clues of the motivations of somebody else, the attitudes of somebody else, the veracity of somebody else.
Gittinger's system had many uses in intelligence work. One was to draw personality portraits of world leaders. Using Gittinger's system, the agency concluded the Shah of Iran is a brilliant but dangerous megalomaniac whose basic problems resulted from an overbearing father. And there were other applications.
Your assessment staff played a key role in helping other governments pick their police intelligence agencies, including, we've learned, the Korean CIA, Uruguayan National Police. Can you tell us about this?
No.
Other experiments were not as conventional. Neurophysicist Dr. Jose Delgado is financed by the Office of Naval Research. In this experiment, the bull is sedated. Electrodes are implanted in its brain. Delgado transmits an electronic impulse to the center of the bull's brain. Delgado has remote control of the animal. Recently released CIA documents refer to the feasibility of remote control of animals, and that special investigations will be conducted toward the application of selected elements of these techniques to man.
First they came for the Muslims, and I didn't speak up because I wasn't a Muslim. Then they came for immigrants, detaining them indefinitely, solely upon the certification of the Attorney General, and I didn't speak up because I wasn't an immigrant. Then they came to enter homes and offices for unannounced sneak and peek searches, and I didn't speak up because I had nothing to hide. Then they came to arrest American citizens and hold them indefinitely without any charges and without access to lawyers. And I didn't speak up because I would never be arrested. Then they came for immigrants and students from selected countries, luring them under the requirements of special registration as a ruse to seize them and detain them. And I didn't speak up because I wasn't required to register. Then they came for anyone who objected to government policy because it only aided the terrorists and gave ammunition to America's enemies. And I didn't speak up because I didn't speak up. And then they came for me, and by that time, no one was left to speak up.
So now that you've seen where bananas come from before they reach your table, our journey to Banana Land is ended. We hope you enjoyed the trip. We know you like bananas.